welcome to my YouTube channel. This is the second tutorial on MySQL for beginner. So if you are new to my channel, we would request you to kindly subscribe my channel and hit a like button if you like this video, and you can provide your suggestion in the comment section below. So let's come to the topic. So in this tutorial, we will going to cover MySQL select statement, MySQL select distinct statement, and MySQL where clause statement. Right. So before we begin for this topic, let me give you some background of SQL. What is SQL? So SQL is a standard language for dealing with the relational database. SQL is used to insert, search, update, and delete the database record. Okay. The few things that we need to remember, the SQL keyword are not case sensitive, right? So we can write, the uppercase as well as the lowercase, while writing the SQL syntax, right? And there are the semicolon after the SQL statement. So many people get confused why we have to, put a semicolon at the end of the SQL statement. So some database system require the semicolon at the end of each SQL statement. Semicolon is the standard way to separate each SQL statement in database system that allow more than one SQL statement to be executed in the small call to the server. So in this tutorial, we will going to use semicolon at the end of the each SQL statement, right? So the few things that you need to remember. So these are like the select, extract the data from database, update the data in a database, delete the data from the database, insert a new record into a database, create a new database, right? Alter database, modify the database, create table, create a new table in the database, alter table, modify a table, drop table, delete a table, create index, create an index in a search key, drop index, delete a index. Okay. So these are the some of the basic stuff, that we have to remember while doing a MySQL. So let's start with, I'll quickly go into my MySQL system software. So here is like we have ABC Bank as a database, and we have one customer table over here. So we will going to execute the few of the statement, the SQL syntax over here, so that you will get to know what we are trying to achieve over here. So the first SQL statement is select star from table name. So this is a very simple syntax in MySQL, to extract all the record that is lying in my table, right? So our table name is customers. So I'll just type customers. Okay. So here, before we execute, I think it will throw an error to us because we have not selected the default database. So in order to select a default database, what we can do is we can right click on this and we can set as a default schema, right? The moment you did that, you can execute your statement over here, right? So what if we don't mark this as a default schema? Then what we need to do is we need to, for example, I'll not set this, maybe I can, I have only one database over here, but if I have another database also, what we can do, we can just select that particular database as a default one. So what we have to do is we just have to mention the database name over here, for example, ABC underscore bank, and and then we can execute a statement. Okay. So that is how, if I execute this one, right? So you can see that I can see the table. If you have not selected this as a default database, you have to write your syntax like this way. First, you have to mention the database name, and then you have to mention the table. But if your database is already selected as a default database, then you don't have to write your database name over here. You can directly write a table over here, and you can execute your syntax, right? So this is a very simple, the select statement that we are writing. But what if we want to, we don't want to extract whole table, but we wanted to extract the few column from the table. So how can we do that? So we can write select, right? And we can put a column name over here, for example, customer name, right? Customer name, and another column we can take address. Okay. Address from, you can type customers. Okay. So I can type a table name from here, and I can do the semicolon over here to end my S syntax. Okay. So you can see that the customer name and address column we can see over here, right? So this is how we have to, we can write our SQL syntax to, get the information, required information that we want to achieve, right? The another syntax that we will going to focus on the distinct syntax, right, in the MySQL. So suppose we have this table, right? So if I execute this one, you'll get to see the table that we have. So this is the table that we have. And over here in the country, you can see the Mexico is 2 times, right? But what you wanted to achieve is you want to see how many, distinct country you have, right? So in order to achieve that, you need to write this syntax like this way. Okay. So how can you do that? You can just write select, okay, distinct, okay. This will suggest you as well. So you can just take it from drop down as well. Okay. Then you can put a column name that is country. You can take country. Okay. And then you can write a table name from customers. Okay. The moment you take this, just you can put a semicolon to end this syntax and you can execute this statement. So you can see that, there are 1, 2, 3, 4 unique countries in this particular table. So this is how you can extract this, from using a distinct table. Now, another topic that we will going to cover is the where clause, right? So the where clause is used to filter the record. Okay, the way we filter the record in the Excel, it's a similar function that we can do it in MySQL. So it is used to extract only those record that fulfill the specific condition. If you are using a where clause, okay. So I'll show you what I mean to say. For example, first, I'll see what is my table is. So I'll execute this one. So this many information we have. For example, we have to extract the two column, based on the certain condition. So we want to extract, for example, we want a customer name, where the country is Mexico. So how can we do that? So we can just write select, okay, customer name. We have to type the customer name, right? Customer name, okay, from table name that is customer, okay. And you can mention the where clause where country is equal to Mexico, okay. So I can take this, I can use this one because this is a text data type, right? If I execute this statement, I can see, these two customer, belongs to Mexico. If you want the country column also, what we can do is we can add one more column over here, country, just to see that, if we have filtered the correct record or not. So, you can see the customer, the country is Mexico for these two customer. If you want to change the header of this, what you can use is you can use the allies over here. The customer name, you can, for example, you want as, the customer, okay, customer, okay, and country you want maybe as the short form of this, maybe CNT. Okay, I'm just giving you an example, right? So here you can change the header also, right? So this is how you use a where clause. So it is a very simple statement that I am trying to show you guys, but there will be a more complex logic as well. This will be a very useful statements like the where clause. So as and when we will get into the complex SQL statement, I'll going to show you how we can use this, in the subquery and all those stuff. So just stay tuned to my videos. I'll definitely bring a more, complex video for the SQL statement. Once you watch my video, I'm guaranteed you that you don't have to worry about, anything else over here because we will give you the industry voice, syntax that, we are using, and we will going to show you the practical scenarios as well. So just stay tuned to my video. So that's all for this video. I hope this video will be helpful to you. If you like this video, please hit a like button, and you can share this to your friends and colleague, and you can ask them to subscribe my channel because I'm going to bring a lot of videos related to data analytics, data science, and the SQL. If you want to learn all these things, you can subscribe my channel. Thank you so much for your time. Have a nice day.